know. I don't know what would be a nice way to end it. What would be a nice reaction to end this all off? What would be something that like kind of fits the theme that we had going today, which is kind of like, I mean, we went all over the place, but like, ideally like an anime rap is kind of what we start. It's kind of what we went with today. That was kind of the theme, the theme that we started with today. So I kind of want to like come full circle with that. So if you guys have any recommendations of anime rap or maybe AMV or something of that sort, that is most certainly something that we can end it with, which I think would work quite nicely in terms of the theme. But yeah, Makuta Hairman. Okay, I just got here. What are we doing? Well, we are literally wrapping it up at the moment, and I'm just trying to find out what to do next, what to do last, before I then get myself some food, because it's now midnight already. And depressive suicide, folk metal. Apparently there is folk metal and depressive suicidal black metal. Of course, there is so much. There is so much. Prince passing up money. Who are you? Look, right. Look, I'm never passing up money. Never, right? As I said before, I am currently saving up for a house, so I'm like in the extreme frugal mode. But I also don't want people to recklessly spend their money when, you know, they don't have to. With that said, though, I actually don't know what to react to next. With that said, you know what? We started with Camp Steady. We're going to end it with Camp Steady. That's going to be my message for tonight. We started with Pokemon, with the Mewtwo rap. We're going to end it with this one, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because Legend of Zelda is my favorite video game. Well, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is my favorite video game of all time, although Breath of the Wild, sometimes I feel like Breath of the Wild is my favorite video game of all time. Sometimes I feel like it's number 2. So it's like, you know, Zelda. Zelda. You all know I love Zelda. It is very near and dear to my heart. The series as a whole, it's just something. It's the reason why I still play video games, basically. That and Xenoblade Chronicles and Smash Bros. Are the reasons why I still play video games. I really don't play anything else besides those 3 things. So we're kind of in that situation. So with this one, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, a rap song, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get started. I will have the original one linked in the description down below so you guys can check it all out. Camp Steady, go watch him, go support him. He makes great videos. If you can't tell, I've been kind of obsessed with him recently because I really like his music. So yeah, check it out. Go support him. All that good stuff. Ding, ding. I can't wait for Breath of the Wild 2. I just can't. And it's got the... and it's got the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch presentation 2017 trailer music as well, which is the best. It's the best song, right? It's the best trailer of all time for any video game, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Zelda whore. I'm saying that because I generally think the music, the trailer, the video, everything for it was the best trailer I've ever seen for a video game. And Zelda has the Twilight Princess E3 trailer as well that I love.
As young children, we'd hear the stories of the heroes before us, putting ourselves into their shoes, waiting for our own adventure to begin. And one day, you awaken to find an unknown peril beckon at your door. The wild call of courage telling you that it's your time. Breathe it in.
Ah, okay.
Wake up, I hear the voices calling from the past. 100 years in darkness, now I finally rise at last. I emerge from the tomb of the soldier unknown without an ounce of recollection of my name or of my home. Blink, the specter directs to recall our prime, when our kingdom thrived under a night of the
Hero of time! Let's go!
A dark divine entered the story.
Let's go!
And the night has been revived to restore the order.
Okay. You make any reference to Ocarina of Time,
You must
I'm
remember
here.
the glory of our golden kingdom. As my royal knight, you served with our guardians to uphold Hyrule's peace.
This game was such a
You
masterpiece.
recollect the calamity that raked that peace from our soil. Our bravest spirits imprisoned by his hatred. Only you can set them free. Only you can stop the beast.
Yes, I remember. It's the princess, a defender, and his Hyrule sworn defender. I shall venture to avenge her.
Okay.
And so it seems its adventure is a set off to defeat the vile scourge of Ganon's beast, to have a soldier's soul's release. Encounter every.
I ain't gonna say anything. I ain't gonna say anything.
To have a soldier's soul's release. Encounter every ancient memories return to me. Friends I fought aside to crucify the evil king. Despite the fact I died, there is no time for elegies. Now I breathe the divines and have reached my ascendancy.
Okay. And this is different. This is a different
As the
Cam
evening
Steady
shrouds
song.
us,
Which I
surrounds
like.
us. The light fades dim. The demon shall soon be born.
Just
at the
narrative
calamity's
greatness.
heart. You must go. Return to the core of the forest. Reclaim the key you wielded so many
Who is the
moons ago.
person saying all this?
And finally, seal the dawn.
Dun, 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 dun.
The child, the prodigy, follow the prophecy, then it would dawn on me. Find the forgotten tree, then I would call on the sword that would properly banish the foe way up under the lock and key. This is a victory, history guarded by witchery, shouted in mystery. It may be blasphemy, what it is, ask for me, but I shall wield this weapon masterfully. Now, I'm never going to back down. Ganondorf, your future's looking black now. You've reigned.
Wait, am I just wrong? No, it's Ganondorf with two N's, but Ganon has only one N, right? Or am I tripping?
Your future's looking black now. You've rained hell onto the place I call home, and now it's time I send you off into a hell of your own. Oh, the hero of time has come forth.
I mean, no, sorry, that's wrong. I'm sorry to be a stickler for the law, but you're not the hero of time. You're actually... Look, alright? Look, alright? Look. The timeline here states very, very clearly, right? The official Nintendo Hyrule Historia states very, very clearly what the timeline is. And I know this came out way before Breath of the Wild. I know it came... Oh, look at this artwork. Look at this artwork, though, bro. Look at this. Ah! But you're clearly wrong. You're not the hero of time. You're the hero of the wild, officially, right? That's officially what you're called, so... No.
Courage in the blade of his sword. Stuff they tell in legends of the heroes before. And when the world is threatened, I must rise once more.
Dun, 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 dun.
It always had to come to this. The strong, the courageous, the wise. Come together once more. You are the missing link. Open your eyes.
You are.
From the castle that houses my final battle, the magic finally
Open your eyes.
facing Ganon, breaks free from his shackles. Evils and void embodies eternity we face. I'm suffering in darkness, that'll be Hyrule's remains. Pain, but hope is never lost. The Guardians come together to beat the final boss. With our friendship and redemption, we all cast a final beam, sealing off the hate incarnate, and we can finally breathe.
That's a great way to end
Has
it.
finally been restored.
Dun,
The
dun,
darkness
dun,
is gone, and we can just breathe again. Just
Zelda voice cut Wells. That's kind of what I wanted to find out who the Zelda voice was as well. Because obviously the title doesn't mention it. I like this song, but it's kind of funny because I wanted to go full circle today. I started with his Mewtwo rap, and his Mewtwo rap was very much like his heavy metal rap style. And then I come here, it's like his narrative style. So it wasn't quite the way I wanted to end today, where I started with Cam Steady and I started, reacting to Cam Steady today. I thought it was a great way to start. I also think it's a great way to end, because quite frankly, Legend of Zelda, you can never go wrong with the Legend of Zelda. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fanboy, alright? I'm saying that because it's the truth. I'm saying that because it's the truth. I like this one. It was a lot more narrative than I've ever thought it would be, considering that Legend of Zelda is quite literally known for not being narrative. You know, it's almost memed on that it has no story, or that like all the story happened in the past. And now, obviously, when they came out of the Age of Calamity, there was this whole thing of like, well, we finally are telling the story, but it's in a spin-off game. How dare you? And I'm just like, look, man, the more Zelda I get, the more I just love it. I don't care. You can give me a spin-off. I love Hyrule. I love Hyrule Warriors. I love my mind is blanking right now. I love the Dynasty Warriors series. So like a mesh of like Legend of Zelda and Dynasty Warriors, I'm always gonna be a fan of, quite frankly. So like I saw Age of Calamity and I was just like, yeah, fantastic. I am hyped for it. I am looking forward to it. I can't wait to see the full story of everything. And you know what? I loved it. I didn't play it. I watched it being played though, because I don't play video games nowadays. Unfortunately, I don't really play video games. No, I played the demo for it, and I'm gonna pick it up as well. But for me, the most important part was the story, of course. So I watched the story unfold. I watched everything unfold, and I'm gonna still play it. It was one of those games that I do want to really play, because it seemed like a lot of fun. And again, I do love the Dynasty Warriors series. Now, in terms of this rap, I very much enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as the Mewtwo one, I must say. And I don't know whether that's intentional. Not intentional. I don't know whether that's whether he's changed his style intentionally. Because I feel like the Mewtwo one, I feel like that style suits him a lot more than this one. I don't know whether this style... Maybe it's because it's Zelda. So, like, I don't know whether... I feel like for him to do a narrative song like this, he needs to pick something that has a lot more narrative story to it. And I feel like he kind of picked the wrong one. But I also don't think like his modern style now would really work with a Breath of the Wild song, because quite frankly, Breath of the Wild is, as the name suggests, quite I mean, actually it has the word wild in it, but it's actually quite tranquil, quite calm, quite peaceful, mixed in with chaotic energy. So I don't think his modern style, his recent style, would quite work with that. That's my quote-unquote criticism to it, but it's not really much of a criticism, because obviously this one came out years before, or months before, so obviously he would have a different style to what he has now, where like I feel like his current style works really well for him. And obviously hindsight isn't really something that's applicable in the real world when things have happened. So from that perspective, I am a fan of this rap song, although not the hero of time. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Not quite the hero of time, but I very much enjoyed that song, the rap song, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild rap song, and I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing more from Breath of the Wild 2. A game, one of the few games that I'm actually looking forward to. As I said, whenever a new Zelda is announced, I am there. Whenever a new Xenoblade is announced, I am there. Whenever a new Smash Bros. Is announced, I am there. Everything else, I don't really care much about. But those three things, I will always be there. The only reason why I'm probably still gaming, those three games, if I'm being completely honest. I do want to pick up a lot more other games. There are a lot of games that look interesting, but I just never really have the drive to it. And it's sad, but it's the truth. With that said, thank you everyone for joining me today. It was fun. It was a lot of fun being here. We've now been here for 3 hours. 3 hours and 15 minutes. So I do appreciate all the people that came around, stuck around, whether they came by for a very short period of time, or whether they came by for a long out of time. Appreciate that fully. Hopefully I can maybe make this into like a more regular thing. Again, I am planning on maybe doing next Saturday as well, maybe next Friday as well. I don't know. It all depends how time, how my time is sorted. So I can't say definitively like, oh yeah, I'll be here X, Y, and Z. I just can't do that, unfortunately, because my time is not as flexible as I would like it to be. But with that said, I will see all of you in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out. And as always, bye.